What's up, skateboarders and skateboarder collectors? I thought I'd go over a few more boards, some from the closet. Um, I have a little announcement about some trucks, between Long Beach Skates, Zoomies, and a few other small companies out there. Not saying that LB or Zoomies are small, but they're selling inverted trucks for around $30, and to get a set of trucks for $30 now, and them being indies and slappies inverted kingpin. Um, Here is the indie. It's just a regular 8.25 truck, polished with the inverted kingpin. You can see here that the kingpin is here set so much lower. Set a little bit lower. Their mids. You can see how the kingpin sits low. I believe these trucks came out to about $30, $33 a set. Maybe a little bit cheaper, maybe just 30 on the head. And these are the inverted slappies, polished mids. You can see the difference between the indies and the slappies. Very little. This you can see the flatter top, a little bit of a protrusion down here, and indies are more rounded off right at the base. Right at. But anyway, these are the slappies, inverted kingpin. These are the indies, inverted kingpin. They feel about the same. Both of them are about a mid truck. Both of them are let me see here. Yeah, they're both 825s. And these trucks here, these silver trucks, I know that when you go to certain companies like TGM does the core trucks, uh, just the lower end truck. I think Tenzer's considered that, but I mean, they had Mullen skating for them. So is that really a mid truck? But any which way, the silver line trucks that come out through Zoomies, they're always around uh $30 for these silver trucks. I got the Orb Sean Hale uh and the Cortina bearings. But these silvers are halfway decent. I've skated a lot of different trucks. I have, a bunch of trucks right now, and like I said, I'm not on the core truck anymore, man. Cores are like my enemy. I don't want to skate. This truck here is the one that Zoomies sell. They're always like $14 a truck, sometimes down to 12. And here's the Slappy inverted kingpin and the Indy inverted kingpin, which you can't see. You can't. There's the inverted kingpin. Then when you can see the kingpin is less than straight. Here's straight. So for feeble grinds, crooked grinds, all those grinds, you're going to be feeling comfortable doing them because you're not going to have your kingpin in the way. So you might get away with doing them on benches and stuff that usually you would slam right into your kingpin. Don't have to worry about that like you do this. I'm holding this one straighter and you can see the kingpin stick up. It's just ready to dig into something, which there's ways to lock in that you don't have to worry about your kingpin. You just got to be diligent. Get on your board and feel out your grind. learn to do it a few different ways. So if your kingpin's hitting, but I got those slappies now. I'm gonna mess around with them. Um, Here's one of the first boards I wanted to go over. This is the Kilkin by Huff. A little bit scuffed up and it's gripped, but this board is a little bit pricey. You can look it up yourself. I just seen one go on eBay for like 280 bucks. It's kind of outrageous. Um, when you slide this board, it turns red. It's got a red laminate or red veneer under here. So when you slide it, it turns red. So you get to actually slide and kill Kenny. It's a dope board. It's a really good shape. But again, it's like a $300 board. Yeah, when I first got it, I didn't know. Then I found out after I already hooked it up. So what do you do? And these next two boards I got are Alien Workshop boards. They're the same board. They're egg shape egg shape boards, egg shape aliens. Got the big Alien Workshop sticker in here. You can see that they are egged, and it's got the camo bottom. Alien Workshop mental survival system, and I got uh, this one, which is the same decks. Two eggs from Alien. See if I get some dimensions, maybe. I don't see anything, but they say that they're made by Bareback, which I heard through the tree. Not only is Sandlot Times and Thank You gone, but I heard Paul Schmidt was gone. Like he stopped making boards. More than half of my boards are made by him. So what's gonna happen now? Um, Here's a board that I got for Christmas. I'm always looking for boards for my collection. I have a huge collection. I just keep collecting and I love it. It's just sometimes you don't have enough room for everything. I heard on March 3rd of this year, coming up here in 2 months, there's going to be a red blood moon eclipse type deal. They're calling it an eclipse, what I seen, but the moon will be red for about an hour, around 58 minutes on March 3rd. And it gives you a chance to go outside and take a look at that mug. It'll be red. This board I got for Christmas. It's the Dirty Dan Corrigan board. And if you can see the nose of the nose, because it's two noses, this one's a little bit smaller than this one. This one's like the big bulbous nose. This was designed by Dan Corrigan, and he's pro in my book. He was pro for 3 block. He's like one of those guys that could go pro for Revive, but now he's in my book pro for Powell. But he's a hell of a designer. This is a flight deck, expensive deck, but I have maybe uh 7 or 8 flight decks, but the Andy that I'm skating right now is wood. It's the big one, 9-1 or something. Uh, Here's a big one. This is 9 by 20 by 32.8. Wheelbase is 15 0.25. So that is a big dog wheelbase. This is one of a kind because I don't think I have too many 15.5 wheelbases. A lot of them come in at 15. This is the Archangel Darren Navarrete. Archangel's got a noose around his neck. He's slaughtering people. When I saw it, I was like, "This is pretty creature. The shape is dope. You can do tail blocks on it and stuff. Pretty rad shape." Darren Navarrete, the Vertical Vampire. If you haven't heard of him, man, he is a very cool dude. Um, if you haven't heard of Pavement Wheels, you should go check those out. Those are from Bill Smith. He'll hit you up with an envelope with anything in it that you want. He'll do a mystery. He'll sell you straight out what you want. He's got shirts, stickers, wheels, whatever you need. You know, it's funny that like I've been thinking about some bands that broke up, like NoFX. They didn't really break up. They're like on an indefinite hiatus, or is it a definite hiatus? They're doing something. I know they're still playing, but I don't think it's like stadium sold out, Warped Tour, gonna hang out at travel. But on the other hand, you got a band like the Subhumans are out there traveling, and I've personally seen them twice. But man, Subhuman, Culture Shock, Citizen Fish, Clutton Brothers. If you get a chance to see any of those bands, I would go and see them, man. They're one of the smartest political punk bands out there. And then if you think of Citizen Fish, they're a ska band, but they're a good ska band. And I always say go see those if you get a chance to see NoFX, which I don't think you'll get a chance too much to see NoFX. Um, which is a bummer. Here's a death board that I just got. The Benson. Look at that shape. It's like a Grasso-ish Mark Heinzman ketchup bottle. But it's got, the pentagram and then Tits McGee. Benson. And the next board, these are all boards that I got during the Christmas holiday season, and I didn't get a chance to tell anyone about them or show them out. I'm sure my friends are tired of me talking about them. Uh, but this next board is a creature egg. You know, I thought if you see a creature egg, you might as well get it. I haven't seen too many creature eggs, so when I saw this one, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna scoop it up. So I heard Element is now in big box stores. Look at the eye. And if you can see, there's like a top graphic on there. It kind of shows it. There's like a top graphic on here. But there's the eye. In the middle of the eye, it says creature. Just looks regular, but if you turn it in certain ways, you can see that top graphic. It's pretty cool. And on the bottom, another eye. This has a name. I forgot it, but it's a 9 by 32. Wheelbase is 13 by 8, which is the greatest. I think if you get a 9-inch board with a 13.8 wheelbase, it's one of the best to ride because the smaller wheelbase gives it a chance to flip easier. Wheel wells are nice. Board's pretty tight. Really happy with that. There was another one that I was gonna skate. It was a Raven Tarchet. It was a chocolate board. It was a 9-inch. I think it was a little over 9 inches, and I ended up sending it to Sing, and he loves it. He wants another one. but that shape is crazy. The shape for that Raventar shape was like a bullet. Um, I don't know if I can find another one saying. I could try to find something like it, but again, I'm starting to do some board art. We're gonna be doing a giveaway of probably this board, but by the time that uh by the time that I do the giveaway, which if you're interested in getting this board, you better holler because I'm doing a giveaway of this board, but we will be doing art on the bottom of it, so it'll look totally different. And I got a few more boards if people are interested. I'm always collecting, so I'm always selling. That was this board. It's just a regular blank deck. It's got mob grip tape on it, and I got a few of them. Uh, and maybe I'll get more if people are interested. But there's one I want to do a giveaway with. If you're interested, hit me up, and I will throw you in the ring for it. And maybe I'll do some other prizes too, so everyone will come in cool and clutch. Um, I did get some more stickers. I got so many stickers. Let's go over a few of them. And you gotta love Temu. I ordered something from Temu, and they sent me a bike light. I don't know what I ordered. I think it was like a first aid kit, and then they sent me a bike light. So yeah, super bright bike light. It's a rap song. Super light bike light. Okay, one of these stickers I thought was cool was the swinger. It's like a rip from the Matt Hensley swinger, but it says the dark slide at the bottom. So I love that. And the dark slide did it the same thing with this, excuse me, toy machine graphic, which I showed this, but I got this purple Spitfire sticker. Always a dope sticker. Got the color bars Ice Cube sticker. And I'll show one more here. The Rudy Johnson spoof board, which I have that deck. So if anyone is wanting to do some buying or trading, or if you see something that you like, just hit me up because I'm always in the way of trading and in the way of doing some good deals. Ask around. I always give the best. But cool, man. I just wanted to show you those boards. I got a whole closet full of decks right now. Closet full of decks. I'm gonna have to break some out and start showing them. So, and I did hook up two new boards. This has Tensor trucks because I tell you, I have these Tensor Rodney Mullins with the slide plate back here, and they're magnesiums. They're perfect. I got some Croupies with some Cortina bearings, Mike Carroll hardware, and the Jamie Thomas Zero Chief board. That's a 8. The Chief board. with the tensors, magnesiums, Krupe wheels, and this was a board sent to me from Autograph Boards. And look how small it is, especially compared to the next one I'm about to break down. This is an 8, and that's going to be a rider for me. I'll be breaking that mug in here shortly. I'm in between writing a primitive right now, but this is going to be my rider right here. It's Running with the Devil, Blood Wizard, Nolan Miskell, Running with the Devil. Sorry, Nolan. And I got the Grind King lockers, and then I have some Satori De La Tour, Brian De La Tour. This is a 9-inch board, and those are some 9-inch lockers. And if you haven't seen the lockers, they have two dips. The V that comes out, the Grind King, then they're totally inverted like Grind King are, rounded. They got a hard piece on the bushing that goes into the other bushing. Then it goes to there's the flat bushing, which I could see that getting shredded, but and then they cut out a bunch of metal. Then you get three little places to put your hardware. You can actually move this truck back and forth to find your wheelbase, your nose length. I kept them in the center, and then I got the nose big as it'll go. So it's like natural for the tail, but the nose to be big. That'll give me a little bit of a shorter wheelbase. I dig it. This board here, look at that design, that shape. The Rob Dyrdek, it's got some aces on it and some Spitfires. I always love this Dyrdek. Why would you not love this Rob Dyrdek? It's a great board. Back in the day, I remember it had such a crazy nose design. I was just like, holy crank, this is huge. I'm gonna rip this up. And I did. I enjoyed skating that as a kid. I haven't really got a chance to skate it yet, but I was almost to that Andy. But any which way, I'll have some more boards here in the future. The newest one was that Benson. I just ordered this the other day, and this comes from Chuck's Laminate, Woodchuck Laminates. They sell the Death skateboards. This was like $39, $40 for this deck, and they sell a lot of different decks for $40. Uh, if you go there and check these out, I think that they have another Benson, and it goes up a little bit. It might be $47. It's a different design of like this is the pool old school, but there's another old school. It's a little bit more expensive, but the death boards usually stay the same. Like you can go on eBay and find these exact boards for the exact price, and you get free shipping. So it's worth checking out. Richie Jackson skated for this company for a little bit. The pentagram's the best, It's just the burning candles, the skull. Got a terrible glare. Then it says the Benson on the top is a fireball. Pretty cool board. Like I said, Grasso shape-ish. The Grasso shape-ish. All right, man. You guys have a good one, and I will talk to you soon.